Hi, this is Sherry Bielenberg, and I'll be serving as your project manager in planning some improvements for the Fall Professional Development Day for the Sioux City Community School District. There's lots of concern in the district due to the lack of attendance on this particular professional development day. The numbers seem to get higher every year, and there's several reasons that personal teachers have shared with me as to why they didn't come to PD those days. The biggest concern is probably the lack of interesting choices to choose from. Another thing to consider is the session overcrowding. If people don't use the Schedule and sign up for their sessions, then the rooms get overcrowded. People are confused about who's supposed to be where. It gets really confusing. The other issue is building overcrowding. They're trying to fit 1,000 teachers, 1,200 teachers into one high school. So it's more beneficial for parking and logistics if we make some changes as far as building to help with some overcrowding. Another reason that it's easy to be gone on this day is simply because you don't have to do plans for a substitute. So a lot of teachers call in just for a day of rest. They're exhausted. We've done 2 months of school and only had 1 day off for Labor Day. So by the time we get to the end of October, teachers are stressed with lesson planning, papers to grade, and any number of other excuses that they can find to miss PD day. By allowing teachers some choice in planning the professional development, we're hoping that the teachers will be better engaged in the learning. The choices that they'll be allowed to choose from include many of the district initiatives, in addition to possible topics that the teachers want to learn about. So the initial survey will give a list of potential topics of interest, and then the teachers can help narrow down those choices, and then that's giving them some ownership into what will be provided on that day. So by providing choice, we're hoping that this will reduce some of the attendance issues. That survey will identify the areas of interest, and we'll find a good balance between topics of choice that also apply to the district initiatives. The scope of the project is simple. It's 1 complete day of professional development. We want to design a day that is high quality and interesting to the teachers. A teacher survey will help assist us in planning. We're going to divide into 2 locations. We'll do a K-5 location or a preschool 5 location, and a secondary location for grades 6 through 12 teachers. The budget for this project is $60,000. The district has allocated these funds to engage the teachers in professional learning. If the teachers aren't learning new things, then are they teaching their students new things? So we want to provide a day that is valuable to the teachers, and that in turn the district sees some return on their investment. So hopefully we can get some more engagement. The money is used to obtain big name national speakers that we're familiar with or people are aware of. So and then hopefully we will create some incentives. This will be the new component to the day. Some big money items like mini iPads and the new Surface Goes will be provided as incentives to help increase participation. The management team is simple. The project sponsor is the Sioux City Community School District. Our current curriculum director is Heidi Anthony. Currently, she is responsible for the entire project herself, so it would be very helpful to her by hiring me as the project manager, and then having the consulting teachers assist and provide important information or interest, and helping come up with speakers from the district level, from various content areas and various grade levels. The stakeholders are invested in this day. The biggest stakeholder investment is that into the faculty. Hopefully, by using their valuable input, we'll gain their trust and their investment, their engagement will increase. So that is the main priority. Again, the curriculum director will appreciate the additional support and planning for the day. The Sioux City Community School District is invested in that they want to increase teacher attendance for the professional development. And as the project manager, I want to see the project succeed since I've spent such a great deal of time working on it. The current status of the project is pretty well set. The structure and design are already in place since the district has been doing this for multiple years now. With some minor improvements, we're hoping that some big changes will occur. So logistics-wise, using 2 locations, making sure there's enough sessions at each of those locations, and then that provides more parking and availability and access to those sites. But most importantly, the teacher input. I think that survey at the beginning of the spring is the most important thing. We need to know what the teachers are interested in, and by providing a pre-generated list that also matches the district initiatives, then the teachers can choose from those lists what types of sessions they want to see. All right, closing thoughts about my project. I felt that the whole process was incredibly detailed, so I liked that aspect of it. I loved the organizing and the delegation of tasks. But even today I noticed as I was going back through and blending sections together and rereading, there was tiny little details that were missed that I know I'll remember to comment on as things I'll change for the future. Like specific little things. All right, it was difficult to comprehend like the entire scope of the project since we were all working with different projects and there was no like clear definition as to what my design was supposed to be. I found that difficult, but I think it came together pretty well. So hopefully everyone else thinks so too. The last thing I want to kind of talk about are the real life assumptions that people are using this project design. I've asked around to a few of our administrators, people in the professional development office, and I haven't found anyone who uses this project design. So that kind of worries me. I'm hoping that I get a job in the technology department in the next week, maybe. And then I can meet with the new director and we can move forward with a more business-like approach to our projects. So, all right, in conclusion, I want to thank you for your time. Hopefully, by providing incentives, changing some logistics, we'll have a much better attended professional development day in the fall of 2019.